From the Galaxy Restaurant in Wadsworth, Ohio, the Wadsworth Area Chamber of Commerce proudly presents the 40th Annual Rosie Awards. And now, it's my pleasure to introduce the lady we are all crazy about, the Executive Director of the Wadsworth Area Chamber of Commerce, Janie Parrish.
Hey, so let's give a round of applause for the Galaxy staff. Yep. That was good, and then cheesecake. You don't get that every day. Okay, so off we go. I'm Janie Parrish, the Executive Director of the Wadsworth Area Chamber of Commerce. Tonight, we honor Wadsworth's top businesses, organization, and business professionals. The nominees were chosen by you, the Wadsworth Chamber members. The votes have been tallied, and the recipients chosen by a committee of the Board of Directors of the Wadsworth Chamber. At this annual gathering, there's been many different formats, but there's one constant that remains. The nominees here tonight have a great love for this city. They volunteer, they donate, they are active, and they are present. They are the foundation of success, which Wadsworth is built on, a foundation of 207 years. If Joe McNeil were here, he would say, I lived to see all 207 years. I'm on to him. Each nominee, whether a company, organization, or individual, demonstrates a spirit of excellence in serving our community. We celebrate each nominee as well as the people who served before us to make Wadsworth a great place to live and work. We are grateful for these people and businesses for their support of the 2021 Rosie Awards. Over here is the debonair Tom Stugmeyer, the official photographer of the Rosie Awards. Then we had Donna Cronander from First Christian Church. Donna, can you stand up, please? She gave us the beautiful piano music. We have Drew Bixler from WCTV for the creation of this evening's video. Jared Evangelist from WCTV for filming the 2021 Rosie Awards so family and friends at home may enjoy this celebration. And our girlfriend Kay Bowman, who's always up for adding some special touches to any event. Our title sponsor this year is Westfield Bank, and our generous table sponsors are Ideal Graphics, Rawiga Golf Club, Suprema, the Medina County Gazette, Thurber's Jewelers, Vans Auto Service and Tire Pros, Voorhees Sater, Seymour and Pease, LLP, and Westfield Bank. We would also like to recognize the past Rosie Awards recipients who are joining us this evening. So please stand so we can congratulate you, your business, and your organization again. So if you won a Rosie Award, stand. Oh, how quickly they grow up. Okay. Okay, so on to the awards. Tonight we celebrate with 8 categories of excellence. And our first presenter on our board is Matt Addis, who couldn't look any cuter if he tried. Look at that.
Thank you. Good evening. My name is Matt Addis, a CPA with Corwin & Company, and I'm here to present the first Rosie Award, which is for Business Employee of the Year.
Nominees for Business Employee of the Year: Drew Bixler, Tom Longnecker, and Teresa Thompson. Drew Bixler, Wadsworth dog catcher, WCTV tech, and Rise and Grind. Drew Bixler is the dog catcher for the City of Wadsworth, as well as a sports technician for Wadsworth Community Television. Drew was born in Kaliningrad, Russia on July 4th, 1998. He was blessed to be adopted by Paul and Annie Bixler and has a younger sister, Olivia, a senior at Wadsworth High School. Drew began volunteering with WCTV in 2014, videotaping the Wadsworth High School football and basketball games, and was then hired in 2015 as a sports technician. Drew's position at WCTV allows him to direct studio programs, and he enjoys bringing the shows to the entire community. In 2017, Drew was hired as a city dog catcher to help lost dogs reunite with their owners. Drew would like to thank the City of Wadsworth because he truly loves both of his jobs. This past year, Drew assisted Bob Titus in opening a new business in downtown Wadsworth, Rise and Grind. Drew helps Bob with the IT work as well as servicing the customers. Tom Longnecker, Vans Auto Service and Tire Pros. Tom Longnecker, a skilled mechanic with Vans Auto Service and Tire Pros, stated that the nomination for a Rosie Award is both an honor and a surprise. Tom was born and raised in Wadsworth and is a 1998 Wadsworth graduate who majored in marketing. Wadsworth is still his hometown, where he lives with his family. Tom and his wife Misty have been married for 13 years and have 2 beautiful daughters, Abby, age 11, and Emily, age 6. He enjoys volunteering with his girls and their Girl Scout troops. Tom's family is by far his biggest accomplishment. Vans Auto Service and Tire Pros is a family company like no other, and he is pleased to be part of that family company for the past 4 years and looks forward to many more. He credits the owner, Josh Bachman, as the best boss, hands down. Teresa Thompson, City of Wadsworth Utilities Department. Since 2013, Teresa Thompson has worked for the City of Wadsworth as a customer service representative in the utility department. Currently, she resides in Sterling with her husband, Tony. They have 5 children, 14 grandchildren, and 2 great-grandchildren. Teresa graduated from Brunswick High School and received her Ohio Peace Officers Training Certification from the Medina County Career Center. For 6 years, she worked as a police officer for the villages of Lodi and Spencer. During her employment with the City of Wadsworth, she has also served as Deputy Clerk of City Council. Teresa enjoys spending time with her family and running in marathons.
All right. And the winner of Business Employee of the Year, Tom Longnecker, Vans Auto and Tire.
I just want to say thank you for everybody that made this happen. My work, my family, friends. This is a major accomplishment. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Stephanie Zingaro, and I'm the Member Benefits Coordinator at the Wadsworth Area Chamber of Commerce. Our next award is Business Manager of the Year.
The nominees for Business Manager of the Year: Dr. Shannon Burton, Daniel Meager, and Lori Wilkinson. Dr. Shannon Burton, Associate Dentist, McIlvain Dentistry. As a Wadsworth native, Dr. Shannon Burton attended Wadsworth High School and then graduated with honors from the University of Dayton in 2010 and the Ohio State University College of Dentistry in 2014. While in school, Shannon was involved in various professional fraternities, the American Student Dental Association, the American Association of Women Dentists, and has traveled to the Honduras for a dental outreach program. After dental school, Shannon worked in Copley for 4 years and met her future husband, Nick. The couple moved back to Wadsworth in 2018 when she began working at McIlvain Dentistry. Shannon is heavily involved in the Akron Dental Society and is an area delegate to the Ohio Dental Association. She believes dentistry is the best because she gets to live out her passion for oral health while connecting with patients on a personal level and creating beautiful and confident smiles. One of Shannon's favorite parts of her career is being a part of McIlvain Dentistry, where the staff has the most fun you can possibly have at a dental office. Daniel Meager, Director of Operations, Feeding Medina County. Daniel Meager, Director of Operations for Feeding Medina County, was raised in upstate New York by his awesome mother and 3 less awesome siblings. His father was an engineer in the New York metro area and passed away when Dan was 3. Dan's early career was spent in commercial and residential construction as a contractor. He met his wife while working on a construction job, and 7 years later they were married on a tropical beach. After the birth of their son, the Meager family moved from New York to Medina, where he was a stay-at-home dad for his son. Before his son went to kindergarten, Dan received a call from an acquaintance about doing some light contracting at a local not-for-profit organization. From there, he has grown into the Director of Operations at Feeding Medina County. In his spare time, Dan enjoys building and customizing personal computers and cheering for his 14-year-old son on the Medina cross-country team. Lori Wilkinson, Interim Director, Suprema Senior Center. Lori Wilkinson, Interim Director at the Suprema Senior Center, grew up in New England with 3 younger brothers. After graduating high school as valedictorian and attending Tennessee Temple University, Lori moved to Wadsworth, her 7th state, proudly calling Wadsworth home for the last 25 years. She is a mom to 2 beautiful girls and 7 years ago married the love of her life, Tim Wilkinson, and became the bonus mom to 5 more wonderful kids. This past year, Lori and Tim became grandparents to 2 pandemic babies, Sebastian and Oliver. Over 12 years, she's had the privilege of serving seniors at the Suprema Senior Center as the Activity Volunteer Coordinator, including as the Interim Director this past year. Now known as the Senior Center Without Walls through this pandemic, Lori continues to initiate innovative ways to enhance seniors' lives.
And the winner of Business Manager of the Year goes to Daniel Meager.
Come on down, Daniel.
Just thank you very much. This is a great honor, and it's nice to be recognized for something. You know, we're in the business of helping people. We're a nonprofit, and Wadsworth has always made it really, really easy to help people, especially people in Wadsworth. So thank you. Thank you very much, everybody.
Come on down this way, Daniel. There we go. Did you want to get your picture with Dan? I was going to ask Stephanie if I could borrow that dress. Yeah. Okay, let's see who's next here. Okay, we have Joanna Perino.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Joanna Perino with WCTV, and it's my pleasure to present the next category, which is Business Entrepreneur of the Year.
The nominees for Business Entrepreneur of the Year: Seth and Carmen Hill, BJ and Nicole Makota, and Jenny Young. Seth and Carmen Hill, Advanced Performance CrossFit. Seth and Carmen Hill, owners of Advanced Performance CrossFit, grew up in the Granger area and both graduated from Highland High School in the late 90s. Carmen started a cleaning company in 2002, and Seth started a roofing company in 2005. Although both companies were successful, they knew that their calling was to help others lead active, healthy lifestyles. In 2012, Seth obtained his L1 CrossFit trainer certification, while Carmen began running boot camp classes. In the spring of 2018, they had the opportunity to take over the operations at Advanced Performance CrossFit. Since taking over APC, they have increased membership 180%. They have also participated, initiated, and hosted countless community outreach and charity programs. Seth and Carmen are excited to see what the future holds and are grateful to be where they are today. The Hills, Seth, Carmen, Madison age 19, and Casey age 16 have resided in Wadsworth since 2006 and love belonging to a great community. BJ and Nicole Makota, Valley Cafe and Dolce at the Strand. After completing their degrees in economics and finance respectively, Nicole and BJ Makota, owners of Valley Cafe and Dolce at the Strand, enjoyed successful careers in corporate America. Soon after starting their family, they realized, however, that they had an entrepreneurial spirit that corporate America could never satisfy. In 1994, Nicole started a Mary Kay business and became a pink Cadillac driving executive senior sales director for over 20 years. Success in her business paved the way for BJ to leave his job as a regional vice president with Enterprise Rent-A-Car and return to the restaurant business in 2008 when they purchased the Valley Cafe in the Merriman Valley. In March 2015, they opened Valley Cafe in Wadsworth. With the success of the Wadsworth location, Nicole stopped her Mary Kay career to help develop and run the restaurants full-time with BJ. In 2019, they purchased the Strand Theater and the vacant lot beside it and converted it into Dolce at the Strand. They have been married for 28 years and have 2 adult children, Travis and Mo, as well as a daughter-in-law, Ashley. In November, they are expecting their first grandchild. Jenny Young, She Did It Videography. Since 2018, She Did It Videography has created videos for nonprofit organizations and small businesses in and around Medina County. Jenny Young, founder and owner of She Did It Videography, believes she is blessed to say that if she took the time to list out all she's accomplishments, volunteering, awards, collaborations, partnerships, etc., Jenny would quickly hit the word count limit required. This is not to boost an ego or na-na-na-boo-boo anyone's hard work in the community. That is the opposite of Jenny and the heart of She Did It. She didn't come from wealth and she didn't come from a family who could afford to give back. Jenny is the first person in her family to attend and graduate from college or start a business. When she moved to Wadsworth for the first time in her life, Jenny felt like good things were happening for her. She Did It Videography is one of the most authentic things Jenny has ever done.
3 very deserving nominees, but I'm excited to announce that the winner of Business Entrepreneur of the Year is BJ and Nicole Makota.
We would like the people that we brought with us to stand up. First of all, we thank the people who voted us in, and we thank our other fellow nominees, because we know that being an entrepreneur is hard, but particularly this year, it's really been hard. And we want to thank the people that are standing, because we told them, we gathered before this, like, if we don't win, we just want you to know that you chose to stay, and this is a team sport. Restaurant business is a team sport. There are no spare parts, ever. And you chose to stay with us when you could have made money on unemployment. You could have done something else. You could have gone work on Amazon. You could have done a million other things, but you stayed and you helped our dream keep going through a really, really, really hard time. And we just want you to know, and we want you to know, that these people are the best in the business, and we want to give them a round of applause. So when you see them at the door and you find out that we have a supply chain issue, just be nice and courteous to them and say, gosh, I won't get the Amish toast, I'll get an omelet instead. We appreciate that. So.
All I want to say is, again, thanks to that group standing. If you would have told me a year ago or 5 years ago that our biggest accomplishment of the year was we're still open, I'd have told you were full of crap. But we're still open. I would like everyone in this room right now who is an entrepreneur who runs a small business, restaurant or otherwise, to stand up.
Hustle and
stand up.
All entrepreneurs
Stand up.
to stand up. No, stay standing.
Stay standing.
Stay standing.
You're all
Stay standing.
entrepreneurs of the year. This was I've been doing this for 30 years. This was the hardest year, and it's not over, gang. It's just starting. We're looking at 5 years probably of this. But thank you for hanging in, all of you. We couldn't have Wadsworth without this group that's standing right here. And the grit that it takes to hang in and do this every day. Those of you who aren't standing, applaud these people because you don't know what it's like. And the last thing with staying open, I saw a statistic yesterday or the day before. I was talking to Bob Titus about this earlier. Anyone want to take a stab at how many restaurants have closed in the last 6 months in this country? 90,000. 90,000 restaurants have closed, and that's just starting. And that's why I say when our biggest accomplishment of the year is we're still open, we're still open. And thank you to Wadsworth for supporting us. The people that come in, we are blessed. Are there problems? Yes, but there's people coming in. So thank you, everybody, and thank this woman right here. God, couldn't do it without her. So most of all, yeah, you guys know. I couldn't tie my shoes without this woman, and it's a beautiful thing. So thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. It's great to see everybody. My name is Christy Beal, and I am a local State Farm agent. And I'm excited to present the next award tonight, which is Community Volunteer of the Year.
The nominees for Community Volunteer of the Year: Lori Beal, Dawn Blue, and Roger Havens. Lori Beal, Director, The Garage. Lori Beal, Director of the Garage Ministry, Youth for Christ, is fully blessed with a lifetime lived in Wadsworth with incredible parents, a loving husband, 4 amazing kids, and 2 spectacular grandkids. She is always embraced and always is embracing others who are woven into her being. Lori has won awards and earned degrees of which she appreciates, but has found her true reward elsewhere. What grips her heart? When her own child is a light in a dark space. When a teen posts goodbye because they can't take another day. Yet, they let her buy a midnight milkshake to share and post years later that they love their life. When a struggling addict trusts her to help, and Lori sees them 2 years later sober and with their own child. When a homeless veteran feels loved as Lori and her son raise a tent alongside for the winter night. When a child leaves the garage with a full tummy and a full heart. Lori gives all glory to God that He allows her to embrace hurting people. Dawn Blue, Wounded Warrior Project. Dawn Blue, volunteer for the Wounded Warrior Project and other nonprofit organizations, lives a quote by Bishop T.D. Jakes. If you can't figure out your purpose, figure out your passion, for your passion will lead you right into your purpose. Growing up in a family of U.S. veterans, Dawn learned what the toll of war can do and its everlasting effects. Those experiences, along with her career in marketing, her love for fitness, and the passing of her 2 sons, are what led Dawn to find her passion and her purpose, to assist veterans and their families in obtaining life-saving services and programs. as her passion for not wanting to see another veteran suffer alone with mental illness, becoming homeless, or feel that their life means nothing, her purpose became clear. Dawn launched an annual fundraiser for Wounded Warrior Project. Dawn's life's message is that paying it forward is an expense we all can afford, and one the humanity can't afford to live without. Never give up or lose faith in your dreams. Roger Havens, Friends of Woodlawn Cemetery and Wadsworth Historical Society. Roger Havens was born and raised in Wadsworth and attended the Wadsworth City Schools from kindergarten through 12th grade. He served as an educator for the Wadsworth City Schools for 43 years, retiring in 2021 as the principal of Franklin Elementary School. Roger currently serves as the president of the Wadsworth Area Historical Society in the Isaac Walton League of Wadsworth and was a past president of the Scholarship Foundation of Wadsworth and Downtown Wadsworth Incorporated. He is a current member of all these organizations, plus the Friends of Wadsworth Trails and Friends of Woodlawn Cemetery. Roger's volunteer services include giving historical downtown and cemetery tours to over 1,000 participants, assisting with Wadsworth Parks and Trails cleanup projects, raising over $500,000 for the Scholarship Foundation, and educating students and adults in history and nature. Roger has donated over 100 hours cleaning and rehabbing tombstones in Woodlawn Cemetery.
The recipient for Community Volunteer of the Year is Roger Havens.
This wasn't easy to get him here. Congratulations.
Thank you. But again, it should be Laurie Beal. And I say that because I had Laurie as a 5th grade student at Isham School. I voted for you. In fact, I thought I threw all my votes your way. But anyway, I will accept this in behalf of all the volunteers that I work with daily. And in fact, over the last 2 hours, I could have cleaned 4 or 5 tombstones or reset a couple of them, but here I am, and it's dark. But anyway, I've just always been thankful that I was hired by Wadsworth City Schools a long, long time ago. And again, I always felt that being a teacher and a principal was a hobby of mine, which eventually I had to retire. But the good news is I found other things to do and to fill the time. So anyway, thank you, and I appreciate it.
Sure. Come on back this way. We gotta get your picture.
Congratulations, Roger. Good evening. I'm Doug Beeman. I'm so fortunate to serve as the treasurer of the Wadsworth City Schools, and I'm here to award the Sustainable Business of the Year Award.
The nominees for Sustainable Business of the Year: Bueller's Fresh Foods, Foundation Wellness, and Thurber's Jewelers. Bueller's Fresh Foods. Bueller's Fresh Foods was founded in 1929 in New Philadelphia, Ohio, by Ed and Helen Bueller. With an emphasis on customer service, free delivery, fresh produce, and a clean, friendly store, the market continued to prosper and grew to the current 13 store locations and office warehouses. Ed's business principles of offering quality merchandise at competitive prices, close control of operating expenses, and the recruitment and training of top-notch people have been passed through the generations of Bueller family leadership. Their Wadsworth location was founded in 1976 and has been faithfully serving their neighbors in the Wadsworth community for 45 years. In 2017, the Bueller family redefined the business model and the development of an employee-owned business. Still owned and operated by the family, this structure allows for diversification and provides flexibility to strategically grow beyond a supermarket. Bueller's was awarded the Great Place to Work Award based on workplace culture, employee experience, leadership, and employee retention and innovation. Bueller's Fresh Foods helps make a difference by providing food for the hungry, promoting healthy lifestyles, and enriching communities. Foundation Wellness. Foundation Wellness, located at 961 Seville Road, was founded in 1934 under the name Remington Products. Remington was originally a third-generation, family-owned business and is now privately held, changing its name to Foundation Wellness in the fall of 2020. Foundation Wellness is the leading U.S. manufacturer of aftermarket insoles, supplying footwear and foot care products to multiple companies and leading brands. They are dedicated to limiting the adverse effects on the planet, including the environment and natural resources. Foundation Wellness continues to reduce waste in landfills by recycling. Wadsworth City solar panels generating 5% of Foundation Wellness's usage, using recycled and eco-friendly materials. It is their mission to do what is right for their employees, customers, vendors, the community, and the environment. They take pride in remaining a U.S. manufacturer and have made significant capital investments to be competitive in a worldwide market. Foundation Wellness is honored to be recognized in the top 10 mid-size employers by the Plain Dealer as a top workplace for the 7th consecutive year. Thurber's Jewelers. Tom and Brenda Kused, owner of Thurber's Jewelers, are quick to say that if anyone would have told them a little over a decade ago that they would be in the jewelry industry, they never would have believed it. But over the years, they learned that God works in wonderful and unique ways. Prior to their venture in jewelry, Brenda was a creative hairstylist and Tom was in sales for the printing industry. With their customer service experience background in sales, it certainly helped Tom and Brenda adapt quickly to the jewelry world. Thurber's Jewelers has been in business for 35 years, and the Kuseds have owned the business for the past 4.5 years. This November, they will celebrate 36 years of marriage with their 2 adult children, Adrian and Seth, both of whom are married with 1 child each. Tom and Brenda love to travel, spending their downtime with family, and they especially love being grandparents.
And the Rosie goes to Bueller's Fresh Foods.
High five, very nice.
Wow. I should have written a speech or something, but all 3 of us and the whole community, wow. The only thing I can say is I challenge all of us to be better and do better. We've got a great city, and we need to take care of it, treat each other well. So thank you.
Good evening. I'm Ashley Manfull, legal counsel with the Voorhees, Sater, Seymour, and Pease. Our next award tonight is for Community Improvement of the Year.
The nominees for Community Improvement of the Year: B.A. Schrock Financial Group, Dolce at the Strand, and Watermain Grill. B.A. Schrock Financial Group. Ben Schrock, owner of B.A. Schrock Financial Group, is focused on making a positive impact on his clients' lives by helping them build a sturdy financial foundation. After 4 years of working with a Fortune 500 insurance company, Ben knew he was ready to take his skills and his love of helping others to the next level. So in 2012, he founded B.A. Schrock Financial Group to put his passion and those of his clients first. He set up his office in the former First Merit Bank building in the lower level and quickly outgrew that office. Next, he moved to the second floor, and after success in his business, moved to 131 College Street. The office space was transformed inside and out into a welcoming, beautifully designed office to accommodate Ben and his 5 staff members. Caitlin Schrock, Ben's wife, serves as Chief Operations Officer. Ben, Caitlin, and the staff welcome guests to visit their office space and enjoy a cup of coffee at the coffee bar. Dolce at the Strand. After opening Valley Cafe Wadsworth in 2015 and seeing the impact their restaurant had on revitalizing business downtown, BJ and Nicole Makota desired to become stakeholders and be more involved. After attending Gelato University in 2019 to learn how to make gelato from scratch, they were presented with the opportunity to purchase the Strand and the vacant lot beside it. Nicole and BJ converted the former event center into Dolce at the Strand. The vacant lot became Dolce's beautiful patio with bocce courts, outside seating, live music, and fire pits. Dolce specializes in Italian gelato, cocktails, and desserts. All items are made on site in small batches, no mixes and no preservatives. It is the fruition of their dream to invest their time, money, and talents into making what they call Wadsworth a destination downtown experience. The idea is people come from all over for the day or evening, walk in or park their car just once, and enjoy many businesses of downtown. Water Main Grill. Michael Levitt, owner of Water Main Grill, was born in Wadsworth and grew up in Wadsworth's South End. The foundation of Wadsworth was built in the South End, and Mike is proud to represent a place in Wadsworth history. To open Water Main Grill, Mike took probably the oldest operating business in Wadsworth that needed the most updating. New windows, brickwork, roof, electrical, plumbing, lighting, and doors. The building enhancement created a chain reaction throughout the South End businesses. This past year, there is a fresh paint on other buildings, new canopies, fresh concrete, and flowers. Mike's goal is to resurrect the South End to become a destination spot for Wadsworth once more. Mike's first job at 14 was a busboy at a local restaurant, and he continued his employment through high school and while attending Ashland University. After college in 2001, he partnered up and opened a new restaurant in Medina. After 30 years, he decided to be a part of the Wadsworth business community. Looking forward, Mike hopes to continue advocating for our small businesses in the South End.
And this year's Rosie Award for Community Improvement of the Year goes to Mike and Nikki Levitt at Water Main Grill.
Thank you very much. Wow, this is pretty humbling. To be standing up here after the last 2 years that we had is pretty amazing. This award really is a collective improvement in the South End. There's a lot of businesses and a lot of new businesses over the last year and a half that opened up. I believe we had about 6 new businesses open in the South End during a pandemic period. With that being said, it started to breathe new life and new energy. The businesses started to see that there was opportunity and growth. We had a trucking company come in. We have a boutique in the South End. We've got some new businesses changing over hands and a new energy that's come down there. We really just opened up a restaurant and started doing, trying to make it a little bit nicer, and it kind of became one of those things where once you got the ball rolling, everybody else just kind of followed suit and stuff. As a kid, growing up in the South End kind of defined you a little bit in Wadsworth, Where do you grow up? You're in South End. Now, where I'm at now, I'm happy for that definition as to where I came from. So thank you, everybody. Good night.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Michael Reese with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Stauffer Realty. And tonight I will be presenting the Rosie for Outstanding Nonprofit Organization of the Year.
The nominees for Outstanding Nonprofit Organization of the Year: Blue Tip Festival Committee, Garton Family Charity, and Medina County Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. The Blue Tip Festival Committee. For the past 50 years, the Blue Tip Festival has been a valued part of the Wadsworth community, a 5-day celebration of the Wadsworth community. It starts with a world-class parade and the lighting of a giant 20-foot blue tip match which lights downtown Wadsworth during the festival's duration. The festival offers attendees their choice of amusement rides, festival foods, midway games, contests, and other entertainment. All funds derived from the festival go directly back to the people and organizations who share the festival's values and goals of supporting Wadsworth through charitable activities. This year, the Blue Tip Festival is giving $37,000 to local charities. The funds provide for projects as small as $100 for ice cream at the police safety camp and $5,000 for diapers for Marion's Closet clients. Over the past decade, the Blue Tip Festival has donated over $100,000 directly to charities serving Wadsworth. Garton Family Charity. Garton Family Charity was founded in 2016 by Steve and Jessica Garton, organizing a charity softball game as a fundraiser to support an Akron Children's Hospital program. During the past 5 years, the Garton Family Charity has raised over $17,000 to support programs. The charity has helped Akron's Children's Hospital, American Cancer Society, NAMI, The Giving Doll, the Kristen Studer Foundation, Replay for Kids, and Wadsworth Fish, among others. Steve and Jessica, along with their board of directors, have partnered with local Wadsworth businesses, including Valley Cafe, The Hit Warehouse, and Sugar Girl Treats. Additionally, the Holiday Cheer program was launched to support families in need in our community. All the Garton Family Charity events are always designed to be inclusive and family-friendly to ensure a connection to the entire community. Steve, Jessica, and their board are constantly adding and innovating to include events and volunteer opportunities to match the needs and interests of our community. Medina County Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. The Medina County Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals was first established in 1985 as a foster-based rescue. 10 years ago, in their small shelter in Medina, they were able to care for approximately 300 animals per year. Today, the Medina County SPCA takes in and adopts out approximately 1,600 animals per year. In 2013, the SPCA was instrumental in eliminating the use of a gas chamber to euthanize cats by taking on the cat contract in Medina. In addition to saving the lives of homeless and abused animals in our community, the Medina County SPCA provides services and education to the public. They microchip dogs and cats, offer their humane agent to present animal care education to schools and daycare centers, emphasizing the long-lasting impact of good animal care to our younger population. The Medina County SPCA also works with Girl Scout and Boy Scout troops to help them earn their badges by offering volunteer opportunities, as well as providing a sense of purpose in helping the animals in the SPCA's care.
Hi, everybody. My name is Tom Morris. I am the treasurer for the Blue Tip Festival, and I'm the guy you got to find if you forgot to get your application to the parade in time. Got to find me. I'll get you in. When I'm asked to talk about the Blue Tip Festival, I often say it takes a village to raise a child, but what does it take to raise a village? It takes people like Dwight Powers and Mike Levitt and Abby Morris to give up their vacation time so other people can have fun, to spend Father's Day not on a golf course, but digging gray water pits and pushing up a match that it gets heavier every year. I'm proud to say that 13 people on the Blue Tip Committee raised over $100,000 over the past year, and we give that money directly to charities that directly affect the city of Wadsworth. We're very, thank you. We're very proud of that. I'm very proud to be part of that committee. And once again, thank you to the Chamber for the recognition. Thank you, everybody.
I guess he doesn't realize that the Chamber is a not-for-profit. We have to put a little bug in his ear. Okay, so the last award for the 2021 Rosie Award is for Outstanding Business of the Year.
The nominees for Outstanding Business of the Year: Ann's Pastry Shop, Rise and Grind, and Robeck's Fresh Juices and Smoothies. Ann's Pastry Shop. Ann's Pastry Shop has been a Wadsworth tradition for 62 years. The Wadsworth Hassinger family purchased Ann's Pastry Shop in September of 2020 during the challenging times with COVID-19. The amount of love, generosity, and support the community showed the bakery during the COVID-19 virus inspired their family to keep the tradition alive in our small town. They quickly found that it takes a small army to open up a new business. There are 14 members of the Hassinger family involved in Ann's Pastry Shop, over half of which have lived in Wadsworth their entire lives. They all feel very blessed to be a part of the Ann's Bakery tradition and the downtown business community. The Hassinger family implemented the Ann's Gives Back program, where a nonprofit organization is spotlighted. If they sell out of donuts on a particular day, Ann's Pastry Shop donates $250 to the selected nonprofit agency. If you haven't tried one of Ann's deliciously famous cream sticks, you are truly missing out. Rise and Grind. Bob Titus, owner of Rise and Grind, said that as a longtime business owner, opening Rise and Grind has been his greatest challenge because of the uncertainties the last year brought. Opening during a pandemic and not taking any government funds, Rise and Grind increased sales in its first year by 42%. Rise and Grind continued the expansion of food offerings while maintaining excellent customer service that provides a cheerful community space. Bob made investments in equipment to increase quality and sales. He listened to his customers and now offers gluten-free options. Bob is a proud 30-year resident of Wadsworth, having worked many years in the public eye, from being a CEO working with those in poverty to serving the Wadsworth community he loves as a city council member. Bob said, "We live here, we shop here, we hire here, we are devoted to Wadsworth, we are Wadsworth." Robeck's Fresh Juices and Smoothies. Robeck's Fresh Juices and Smoothies brought healthy, great-tasting food options to Wadsworth, meeting all dietary needs or restrictions. Owners Bobby and Krista Jones were concerned when Robeck's opened on July 24th, 2020, the day the governor mandated masks. Their staff was 18 strong and assisted Robeck's to remain open and safe for customers and employees. Remaining open for business was difficult as a new business and without a drive-through window, but the staff was creative to provide a healthy, quick meal to all their guests. Robeck's has been involved in the Wadsworth City School District and Wadsworth sports programs from youth through high school. Robeck's partnered with surrounding gyms and wellness centers, as well as the Wounded Warrior Project, Toys for Tots, local churches, community golf outings, the Wadsworth Police Department, and many community fundraisers. Robeck's Fresh Juices and Smoothies won Best of the Best for smoothies in Medina County. All of this would not have been possible without the support of their family, their amazing staff, and the support of our community.
Okay, so the Outstanding Business of the Year Rosie Award goes to Rise and Grind.
Well, I don't even know what to say. I'm never lost for words. But first of all, I want to thank my amazing staff that shows up to work every day, that works so hard, and that is dedicated to the cause. Somebody came in my store last week and said, "Bob, how did you do this in such a short time? And I said, well, I have a philosophy. Each customer that comes in the door is the most important customer of the day. And I think that's a great business model that we took forward as we started our business, to make sure that each customer was treated, if they were having a bad day or a good day, like the most important person there is. I also want to congratulate the Hassinger family, Ann's Pastry. I love your cream sticks. And Robics, congratulations. It has been a hard year for all of us. I think BJ and Nicole said it very, very bad, the very best. That it has been a really, really hard year. And without our community coming around us, without those coming in our store and encouraging us, and for those that come in each day and buy our coffee and our donuts, we are so thankful. And I want to thank the Chamber for this. This is an amazing award for us. And this goes to my staff and my beautiful wife. I want to thank Deb for standing beside me, even when I would come home and say, honey, we don't have enough money in the checkbook this month during the COVID. So thank you so much, and thank the Chamber.
We are thankful for all of you being here tonight to honor these great individuals, organizations, and businesses. But before you go, find out who at your table has the next birthday, because they get to take home the centerpiece.
Sponsored by yours truly, Westfield Bank, sharing knowledge and building trust.